Yep.
Hello, we are live. How is it going? We have our Slayer back, which is good, but it means that I'm not going to go through a recap like I have done in the other episodes. I'm not
Aw,
going to
damn
spoil
it.
anything because we're going to go back from her point of view because we had you go off and do your meeting with Mr. Gray and then let the Scoobies have their own thing. So the first part today is going to be seeing what you did while you were gone. So that'll be fun. But before that, guys, if you like this or want to see more just tabletop content, hit that follow button. You can also sub to the channel, give us bits. You can gift subs, all that fun stuff. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can join games. We've got more coming. We're pushing out more games, though there's the link to the Discord below. You can do that. Of course, you can find the Welcome Party RPG Twitter and get all the announcements there as well. And you can help signal boost us. We're gonna jump in. So, Ruby, after they found their parents, you ran off to Azamug's to talk to Mr. Gray. How do you get there first? Do you call a lift? Do you run? Walk?
Call a lift, just because I need to sit down.
Okay. So it doesn't take long. Other than your friends who know you're leaving, nobody notices you. There's a lot going on right now, though. All the missing kids being returned tends to be a big deal, at least for a few hours. So you slip off and you head to Azamug's to talk to Mr. Gray. And when you get there, he's waiting. He doesn't have a coffee for you, so if you want one, you'll have to buy your own. But it's pretty busy for a coffee shop at this time. But there's even a few other students here, and yeah, so he's just waiting for you. So what do you do?
First of all, I'm going to get a coffee because it's coffee and it's been a day. I'm just gonna slide up and sit next to him or sit across from him.
Okay. Oh, finally. Did you get held up?
There was what do they call it? Big swampy thing, tentacle vines. It was a mess.
A felon war demon? It's sort of
Again?
like the comic book monster Swamp Thing.
Something like that, I guess.
Well, alright. Well, you said there was something you needed to discuss with me.
So I feel like there's someone in my group I can't trust, and I don't know how to handle that.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I feel like there's someone in my group that I can't trust, and I don't know how to handle that.
Okay. Well, most of the time the Slayer doesn't have friends, probably precisely for this reason, fearing being betrayed and all that. Who among your friends is it that you're
Look,
having trouble with?
that's not important right now. Just I don't want to say anything because I don't know if it's just me reading into so much and not being used to having friends or whatever. But I know that a Slayer always has a Watcher, and that's kind of like a friend, I guess.
Well, we prefer to think of ourselves more as mentors, but yes, I suppose we are usually the closest thing to a Slayer's friend.
I mean, what happens if a Slayer can't trust her Watcher? Because that might apply.
Yeah, it might, but generally, in my experience, the mistrust is placed more to the omnipotent Watchers Council, since they sit in the shadows, but I suppose mistrust can be placed anywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Is there anything I can do to help you alleviate this mistrust?
I don't know. I guess I was just looking on advice or looking for advice. And, if I decide I can't trust someone, what to do then?
Well, my advice is that you should be open with whoever you mistrust. You wouldn't want something to come between your friendship with your friends if it turns out they are in fact trustworthy. Keeping from them can make you seem untrustworthy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, I do have one question for you. Have you talked to Colby, Damon's brother, lately?
I haven't. We don't really have any classes together. I don't see him much because I don't hang in the common room that often.
That's unfortunate. I was thinking that I would like to talk to him about how he did whatever it is he did to his brother. But
I mean, I'll see if I can get a message to him or something.
that would be fantastic.
All right, cool.
Do you need anything else from me tonight?
No. That's really all. Is I guess I just needed somebody to talk to for a minute.
Oh, well, I'm always here. Oh, hold on. My phone's ringing. Hello? Yes, this is him. Are you sure? Earlier today. I will deal with it in the morning. Well, I will deal with that in the morning. Yes. I'm going to. Yes, I will take care of the insurance. Yep. Nope. I'm heading that way now. I am so sorry. We will have to pick this up at school tomorrow. Something just came up. I have to go.
Oh, okay. I hope it's nothing too bad. Do you need any help with anything?
Oh, it just seems that something of mine has been stolen. It should all be fine. I just have to go take care of some, I'm sure, some paperwork, make some phone calls and such.
Oh. Ugh. It's worse than fighting demons.
Yes, I would have to agree with you there. Well, you have a good night, Miss Parker, and I will see you in school tomorrow. And
sounds good.
He gets up and he leaves. He doesn't take his coffee with him. He just leaves. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna follow him? Are you gonna head back to school?
I mean, first she's gonna try to get a sample of the coffee. Just because at this point she's in kind of sample everything and see if, like, this is secretly monster juice of some kind.
It's human blood.
Okay.
I mean,
you sample the coffee. Do you just like pour it into a baggie or something? Is that what you do?
yes.
Okay.
It's like the best solution right here.
It appears to be black coffee. You're not a coffee
black.
You're not a coffee expert, but it might be Colombian. You're not sure. But I mean, yeah, it appears to just be coffee.
Well, that's disappointing. But who drinks coffee black? That's suspicious. Like I said, that's suspicious.
All right. So you sampled the coffee. Now it's your plan.
I'm gonna circle around and see if he goes to his house, because I still don't know where Damon is.
Okay. So at this point, before you get up to leave, you get a text from one of your friends, probably B. She'd probably be the one to text you and tell you to keep Mr. Gray at Azimug's because they're going over to his house.
All right. That's a problem.
But if you go outside, you'll watch him get in his car and drive in the opposite direction of his place. You do have the address, so if you look it up on Google Maps, assuming you would, to know if he was going to his house, he's driving in the opposite direction.
Alright, I'm gonna try to tail him.
Okay. How are you going to tail him? Are you going to just try to jog after his car? Are you stealing somebody's car? I mean, there might be a bicycle somewhere that you can commandeer.
Well, I mean, is there like a fire escape on any of the buildings nearby?
You're gonna parkour this biz, huh?
I'm gonna parkour this shit.
That's okay. I mean, yeah. Across the street is like I don't know, public library. It's got a couple stories and a fire escape that you can climb up.
All right, let's climb up and then just like walk around the roofs of buildings.
Okay, so make me a Dex acrobatics check, and we'll see how well you do at the. Okay, so the first few buildings are really easy. You're just jumping from building to building, following his car. He takes a left turn, so he's going on your side of the street, but the problem is that the next building over is a 2-story drop.
Ooh.
So you could try to jump it. You are the Slayer. You probably won't die from it. If you get hurt, you'll heal. Again, you're the Slayer. Or you can climb down and try to find another way.
I mean, climbing down would be the smart option, but it's not the fun option.
Do it.
Spend some points.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do have drama points that you can spend, so...
I do.
And now's the time to spend them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend a drama point and try to jump it.
Alright, so first roll your acrobatics. Dex acrobatics. So, okay, 24. Hold on, I gotta pull up the success levels chart here real quick just to make sure. 24. Okay, so make a Constitution double check plus 7.
Say that again?
Constitution doubled. So
Okay.
and then plus 7 for your successes on your acrobatics check.
Okay. Did that do it?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that did.
you're fine. How do you land?
So you know, she jumps over this gap, and you know, it's a big gap, so it doesn't like stick the landing exactly perfectly, but she does get a foot on roof of the other building, rolls into it rather than landing all her weight on her feet.
Okay.
Rolls over.
I'm just checking my math here. Okay, yeah. So that was a 21. Yeah, so you land gracefully. Or no, sorry, 23. So you land rather gracefully. You don't hurt yourself. Yeah, it was actually went really well for you. And the next block of buildings are all one-story buildings, so you can just hop from building to building. We'll use your previous acrobatics check, which was 20, so you do it just fine, hopping from building to building. Again, you're following him to the end of the street. He turns right and then goes about half a block and makes a left turn. So so you're standing on the corner and he's gone down the road and then made another turn.
What is down the street that he's turning down?
It looks like from your view. You know what? Make me a perception notice check to see what you can notice. Seems like a good time for a check, isn't he? And
What am I rolling again? Sorry.
Perception notice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you notice that it appears mostly residential. You can see a church, and you notice that there's a sign for like a storage unit just down this, like from where you're standing. There's like a sign that says, you know, with an arrow that says storage unit this way.
Okay.
Do you want to keep following him?
Yes.
Okay. So to do that, you'll have to get down from your roof and then go down the street. So you can climb down, or you can do the acrobatics roll and jump off the roof.
Yeah, let's jump off.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. I won't even make you roll. It's only a one-story drop. I'm not gonna make you roll any Constitution checks or anything.
Dicebot likes me tonight.
RN Jesus blesses you.
Hold Hold on, I gotta fix something. Roll 20 is being a pain in my ass. Okay. So you make it. I'm assuming you're gonna just take off running now. What's the plan? I guess I should.
Yeah.
Assume, but
Just kind of
right.
running, but also trying to stay hidden behind things.
Yeah. Just make another Dex acrobatics check to see if you keep up. Okay, I don't. I'm starting to wonder why I keep asking for the Slayer to roll.
Just 10, 10, 10.
Because it's gonna be great when I fail something.
that is true. So do you just start running through backyards? Do you run down the street? What's your plan? Whatever it is, you do it flawlessly, and you keep up.
So it is mostly going through backyards, especially if they have like a fence for her to kind of crouch.
Okay, yeah. I guess when I say keep up, what I mean is you're basically keeping him in sight, because obviously even the Slayer's not gonna run faster than a car. But you're staying just enough caught up to be able to keep an eye on his car. And he pulls in to a lot of storage units. It's a secured lot, so it has like an attendant at the door. It's got like a fancy gate and all that stuff that they tend to have in storage or in TV shows for storage units, but I've never actually seen in a small town have a storage unit with fences and guards. But in TV shows, they like to have that stuff. So that's what you're facing. I mean, it's not like a barbed wire fence. It's just like a chain link fence.
Yeah. Are there any trees that kind of sit next to the fence that she could climb up and just kind of keep an eye on things from?
Roll a plain D20. See where your luck's at. Yeah. There's a nice big maple tree.
I'm really enjoying the game of Assassin's Creed that I'm listening to right
Yeah,
and then I swan dive off of the next building.
And when in doubt, there might be 4 courtesans that you can hire to like hover around you and disguise you as you.
Convenient hay bales, left and right.
Alright, so are you climbing the tree and jumping over?
Yeah. Climbing the tree, gonna just kind of keep an eye on making sure that he doesn't decide suddenly to go home.
Okay, so the Slayer can easily climb a tree, hop the fence. That's not a problem. However, make me either Dex Acrobatics or Dex Crime to stay hidden.
Alright, we're gonna go with acrobatics.
Okay, yeah, no, there's a lot
Another
of
10.
There's a lot of 21s in chat.
Remember last week when we were amazed at a 21?
Yeah. Last week we were like, "Oh, that's good," and
Never rolled this high before. My God!
Guys, I got a 9. I succeeded.
and the Slayer comes in and
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
all right, yeah. So nobody sees you. You are absolutely fine. You follow him to his storage locker. I mean, how close do you want to get?
Not super close, like she's gonna hide behind something, but still wants to be able to see, like, movement.
Okay.
'Cause she wants to watch him, but not be watched.
Yeah, so he parks. So the units are like, they're like long buildings. They're separated, so you can hide in between them. His unit is on the far end of one of the buildings, so you can either hide on the far end, or you could go over to the next set of units and hide closer to where he is on the other side of the...
Probably hide closer. 'Cause,
Okay. No, that's absolutely fine. You got a 21. I'm not going to make you roll for that anyways. When you get closer, make me a perception notice, and we'll see how that goes.
There's the one.
So there's a pile of boxes.
It's a hell of a ride, though.
There's a pile of boxes at the front of the unit. You can't tell what they are, what they're for, or anything. But he goes to the back of the unit, and he's got like a flashlight, but there's no like overhead light, so you can't see that far in. And you can't tell which unit number it is. It's like, they cheaped out on the unit numbers, so it's like a small, tiny little number above the door, and from where you're at, you just don't have the right angle.
Yep. Can I see the unit numbers surrounding it?
Make another perception notice. Because with the one you have, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's better. You can see a 31. So his unit is 2 from the end towards the end. And so there's a 31 is the very last unit.
Okay.
What's your plan? Are you just gonna wait him out?
Gonna text B and ask how much longer.
I'm trying to think of how long it took you guys in the house. It was... You did search every room.
Yeah, we were not quick.
I would say we're in the living room at this point in the story.
Yeah. Yeah, and so if they're in the living room, it's going to be probably another 15 minutes, maybe 20 before they leave the house.
Alright. So yeah, we're gonna watch and make sure that he doesn't... some crazy... poor demon summoning or thing before ready to leave.
You just got robotic.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost you for a second.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What was it that you said?
So, yeah, pretty much just going to sit and kind of make sure that he doesn't try to leave or summon a demon or murder someone. The usual.
Okay. You sit there. You don't... For like 5 minutes, you don't hear anything. And then you hear like a bunch of boxes tumble over. And you hear someone swear. And then you start hearing like a rustling of like paper. And he starts hauling out a picture. or well, looks to you like a big portrait. Like it's huge. It's what I think I said like 6x7 or something. But it looks like it's got this huge frame, but you can't tell what it is because it's covered in like that brown waxy paper that they cover paintings and stuff in, and he's currently attempting to haul it to his Jeep. And
The temptation to stab it is real, but that's probably not a good idea right now.
I mean, I guess here's the question: did you bring any weapons with you to the coffee shop?
Oh, she always has her steak.
Okay. I mean, you could attempt to throw the steak at it, but you can tell, judging by the fact that that frame looks pretty thick, it's probably gonna be really hard to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to write a text out and then completely forget to send it while I'm like paying more attention to, this guy and his magic painting.
Okay.
Thank you for preserving our continuity.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just waiting for him, he'll haul the picture in his back. It takes him like 10 minutes because it's bulky. It looks like it's too heavy for him. Plus, it's an awkward size to try to carry yourself. But eventually, he'll get it in there. Like he gets it to the back and he opens the hatch, and then he's got to like go around and put the back seat down because he forgot to do that, and then he'll get it in there.
Plus, if this is a RAV4, it's got one of those doors that opens to the side, and he's going to have to use bungee cords. I used to load carts at Home Depot. The pain is real.
And then he eventually leaves. You're pretty sure that your friends are going to be in the clear because it's going to take him at least 10 to 15 minutes to drive home from here after it took him 10 minutes just to get or 15 minutes just to get the painting out of the garage. Your friends should be in the clear. What do you want to do? I guess at this point, if your friends are leaving and they're in the clear, what happened in the story is after they left, they went back and they found a note in the dorms from you that said you went on patrol.
That seems like something that would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just speed through that. You see this. You're pretty sure your friends are safe. So you head back to the dorms. You leave them a note that you went out on patrol. And that's exactly what you do. I'm assuming you go to the graveyard?
Yeah. Graveyard is a good place so far.
Okay.
And by good, I mean lots of vampires.
The graveyard full of vampires, where things make sense.
Or you can work out all your frustration.
Yeah, how frustrated are you feeling? Are you... Did you go patrolling to work out your frustration?
Oh, absolutely. Partially to work out frustration, partially because if I don't go out on patrol, that's going to make Alistair suspicious.
Okay. I mean that makes sense. So you, in your frustration, you're just kind of tagging the few vampires that you find. Most of them are like literally they're just crawling out of the casket or whatever it is. Like one of them is like literally stuck in the ground when you stake him. You just kind of mow a few down. And then you get a text from, was it Damien who sent the
No, I
text?
think I did it, yeah.
And he wants you to check out the crypt that Damon was hiding in. He wants you to look for grow lights and plants. Was that what it was?
Yeah, because we had seen the fluorescence in the potting soil.
Okay, yeah,
This
that's
is
what he...
correct.
All right.
And we knew that tomb had power.
That seems reasonable. So I'm gonna go check out the tomb. Probably grumbling about monsters grow pot or whatever.
Okay. When you get there, the door's still broken. Like, it's still off its hinges. Nobody fixed it. So you can easily just go inside if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me.
Uh-oh.
I forgot about this. Last week, somebody gave you a crit. So if you want to take a free... There's not really a crit, but if you want to basically take a free success on a roll, you can spend that whenever you want.
Awesome.
So, you go in. It seems like a pretty simple crypt. There's still like a TV and like a couple of broken controllers in there. Like nobody's been back to clean it out or anything. So nobody fixed the door. Nobody cleaned it out. But the generator's gone. You don't see any grow lights, at least in the main part of the crypt. Anything, no grow lights or anything. There is like a magazine or two on the floor as well.
What are the magazines about?
The top like 3 magazines, they're just like sports magazines, Sports Illustrated type things. And then there's like a catalog for to Saints Garden Emporium, like on the very bottom.
So I'll take a picture of that and then just text Damien back with no grow lights, but this seems related.
Okay.
Bad reception, your phone doesn't send it yet.
Yeah, your phone
Obviously.
doesn't send it yet. However, do you head back to the dorm at this point? Or do you want to keep patrolling? You gonna head back?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, so you go back. You leave a note for... When you get back, you leave a note for... that you... Not to wake you. You had a long night. That was something that they came across when they... In the morning, everybody wakes up. They go have breakfast. You guys had your little chat. And when we come back to you standing outside of class wondering whether or not you were going to go in.
Ah, yes, potential awkwardness.
So
Matter of fact, if you want, you can all make me perception notice test while you're standing outside, if you wish.
I shall.
Okay.
12.
Hacha.
Oh Jesus. Hitting those 10s.
Okay, so you all notice that Mr. Gray's not in class. You have a sub.
Double.
Well, that's
Meh.
enough of a reason not to go in.
I can now relax. Wonderful.
All right. So you guys are actually going in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go in. I thought you meant that was a good excuse to not go.
That is what I'm saying. If he's not in there, then what are we really going in there for? If he's suspiciously not in, then we probably have a bigger problem than some sub trying to fumble his way through the second chapter of Dracula. You know what? That was real dickish towards substitute teachers. They tried their best. I take it back.
Disclaimer.
That was my character saying that, and he's a little shit.
Character reviews do not reflect the views of the player.
Oh, and I was trying to be good this semester. Oh. Okay.
Are the two of you being bad influences and you're going to drag her away from class then?
Yep.
I think we got more important things to do.
You know, I heard there's this really important symposium somewhere else. In the plant room.
Oh.
And I
Okay,
just, like-
let's go.
Yeah. I just okay, all right, follow me.
Okay, and then
And I'm going to actually head off towards the plant room.
weirdly enough, as you head off, Damon, you get a text that says no grow lights, just catalog for Toussaint's Garden Emporium.
Oh, excellent. Oh, wait, Toussaint's Garden Emporium. Her father owns the Emporium?
It would seem like it.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, you'd
So-
have to know for sure. You'd have to have business records, but I mean, the name's on it.
Yeah, it's enough for me.
Okay.
Guys. It's all coming back again and again to Lorette.
Well,
Like-
you kind of have an in with her.
Yeah. I mean, kind of. But, yeah. Let's go to the plant room real quick and see if we can find it. Anything. Yeah, that way. Yes. Yes,
we're
let's
here.
do that. Yeah. I wanna, yeah. He's getting like a little red around the collar.
It's got a hot ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you head to the school's egg section, back to the greenhouse. What are you hoping to find in the greenhouse?
I don't really know any kind of evidence of those plants whatsoever.
I suppose
Trying to-
anything that resembles what we saw.
Are you are you specifically talking like the felon wart?
Yes.
Okay, I can tell you right now that the school's greenhouse, you're not going to find anything like that. There may be other evidence there, but the school's greenhouse definitely does not have felon wart.
Alright.
Matter of fact, when you get there, it looks like they're planting daisies or something.
Oh, my favorite flower.
And Ruby, whenever you want, feel free to be awake and joining your friends.
Would they have let me know where they are?
I would text you an update, at least.
Update skipping class.
I'm skipping class. I feel like a terrible, terrible student. I guess it's for the greater good.
So yeah, well, Ruby will have woken up to that text, grumble about not putting her damn phone on silent, and just kind of like start shambling that direction.
Okay. Yeah, so eventually you meet up with them in the greenhouse. Is there any other evidence you might wish to learn?
All right, we've determined that the schoolgirl pins, the Mean Girls pins, are related to this, or no?
You know that they seem to be related to.
Oh yeah, we know the. Yeah, sorry, we know the Mean Girls were at the thing, but they all fled when the fighting started.
Right, who they are, what the deal is, you haven't looked into.
Guys, why don't we talk to Colby? Who taught him how to do that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I feel we've left him alone long enough.
What class does he have? Does he go to class?
We don't know.
Use your computer skills.
Yes, I was going to go on the computer and
thingy.
pull up his records.
Aha.
Okay. Whoever... Oh,
16.
Yeah, he has... Fuck. You know what? He has automotive right now. That's what he has. That seems like a perfectly fine class for him to have.
Automotive shop, gotcha. Alright, do you guys want to just, like, stalk around his class until it's over?
Sure.
If it makes you feel better, B, you can read the whole time we're there.
Ah, yes. Take notes for you as well, eh?
No, I'll read on my own, but...
I mean, it couldn't hurt, though.
I mean, if you're offering to take note.
If you were going to anyway, if you would just scan a copy and send it to all of our phones as well.
I'll use a highlighter marker too.
Your notes are just always laid out so perfectly, B.
And you color code.
I really appreciate that.
Tabs are so important.
We value you. So in this meantime, Ruby, why don't you tell us what you found last night? Oh, how about we tell you what we found first?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I have this magic amulet now. It's got a witch's blood inside of it.
Also, we think he might be some kind of serial killer.
And immortal.
Oh, yes. And I also did some research last night, and I found potential leads, perhaps, maybe. Don't quote me on that. So protection spells on that involving blood.
And Damon's in the basement.
Yes. He wasn't awake, though, I think.
Yeah, Frankie. We're calling him Frankie now.
That's right. But yes, one thing I did find that's potentially a thing, like blood used in spells. One is to possibly hide a soul.
Oh yeah, like in Harry Potter.
Like a Horcrux.
Yes, that's right. Funny enough, we found Harry Potter book.
Yeah, it was the English one, right?
Yes. Now this is like to help. This is like to try to create a sense of immortality, but that sort of thing has never been successful. That I could find no factual evidence of immortality being achieved.
I see.
Also, he was missing 2 paintings, one of which was the one we already saw, and the other one was like a landscape.
No, it was a portrait. It was just a really large portrait
Oh,
that
yeah.
he'd left.
Huge
A
ass
space
hole in
one
his
Might
wall.
say it was about 6 foot by 7 foot.
Yeah. But yeah, after that we jumped some fences and came back.
One of us even partially flew over the said fence.
That was the thing.
He landed.
My shoulder's still a little fucked up.
If only this place had some kind of, I don't know, medical professionals, like
No time. No time.
some kind of nurse. Maybe a sports medicine expert.
Okay, first, I can't leave any of you alone, can I?
It's preferable if you don't.
Second, what does the amulet do?
I don't know.
So
But
you're
it
just
does have
carrying
the
around.
blood of a Nazi occultist.
Yes.
So you don't know what this magical thing that you're like carrying around and brandishing at me does.
Well, it's not pointy. Like, wouldn't something dangerous be in a magic knife? Listen, I know nothing about this crap. You tell me.
I don't know what it does either. I'm just pointing out. Maybe don't. Okay. This.
I put it on.
Anyway. Oh my god.
It's been a long
Me
night
too,
for
buddy.
everybody.
Ruby's gonna stop and just like. Oh?
Did you poke the amulet while it's on me?
No, she's just poking Damien proper.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, normal reaction. Just making sure you're not suddenly possessed or your brain is on fire or something.
Doesn't feel like it.
Huh.
However, you do notice that for probably the first time ever, something's out of place on Damien. He's not almost perfect. His lips are chapped.
Are you out of chapstick?
People have to get addicted to chapstick and then they have to use it all the time. It's a racket.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Your lips are a little chapped, so maybe you need to buy into that racket a little bit.
I touch my lips and blush a little. Do I feel any like film on my lips or anything?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. That must be Lorette's.
No, you were not making out with Lorette.
She kissed me. She kissed me.
I don't want to know. It is your business.
It was nice.
You get to tell Frankie.
We know.
It's your business. I'm staying out of it. Staying out of it.
Hey,
You
does
may want
anybody
to
have
discuss
like I don't know, some kind of detect poison spell or a cotton swab or
All I've got is
Cooties.
Detect coots.
I'm just saying, man, usually when you kiss somebody, your lips don't end up all craggy and shit like that.
You know from experience.
I've seen movies.
I mean, they don't, to be fair, but also weird shit happens here.
And we're just rolling with that now? He kissed somebody and his face is all fucked up. What
Wait.
are we gonna do about it?
She kissed Frankie.
Oh dear. We better keep an eye on this then.
I feel fine. Like, I don't feel like a Frankenstein.
Yeah, but if anything changes, we need to know.
Did you guys tell me that the girl who died had stuff on her lips too?
That she did.
Yeah.
Also a friend of Lauret's.
A friendly friend, apparently.
I am suddenly more interested in Lorette.
Or she just borrowed her chapstick? I knew it kills.
Okay,
Those
great
monsters
chapstick
over at Bird's
conspiracy.
Bees.
The great chapstick conspiracy aside.
Hey, whatever. If people wanna put that gunk on their lips, go right ahead.
Yeah, and meanwhile, if you start feeling weird, just say something.
I feel weird about this conversation.
Besides that, this conversation's never gonna end.
I mean, that's also
Is that the bell for class? Did you hear the bell for class?
Here's someone audibly blushing for the first time though ever.
Yeah. 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 It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
You are such a cinnamon roll.
I'm. Ew. Wait. Whatever. Ew. I
Come on, man, just learn to take what may or may not be a compliment.
don't. So speaking of feeling weird. Yeah, so, let's, talk to Cody. I'm sure he'll be able to. Don't mention that to him, please.
He's practically the only one who could shed some light on this.
Well, we could talk to some of those girls with the leaves.
Do we know where they hang out regularly?
It's a good chance everyone knows where the popular girls hang out. Probably in the most public of places.
Probably ought to let Cody know to stay away from Alistair.
Oh, yeah, he's not in today. Do you know where he might be, Rippy?
He took a painting out of a storage unit.
Well, there's the bingo.
Ah, that's the other one, yes.
Oh, he took it out?
Yeah. And he's completely inept at packing a car. I'm just gonna say that.
Did you catch a
That's
glimpse
not
of what
really
it
the
looks
kind of
like?
thing you'd pack in a Jeep anyway.
Well, it's better if you strap it to the roof and it flies off while you're going down the road.
No, that's why you use shrink wrap. It's never
Yeah,
mind.
you shrink wrap it first. And,
No, you shrink wrap it to the.
yeah, to the
I
roof.
just walk into the automotive shop.
Okay. Enough time has probably passed that classes is wrapping up. So if you want to find Colby and talk to him, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, Colby, can I speak to you over here, please?
Yeah, wait, is something wrong? And then he like, is Damon okay?
He's fine. But we don't want to say his name too much, so we're gonna call him Frankie.
Oh, okay.
That way, if people overhear, they're not curious about your brother.
Okay,
Also, it's to differentiate him from me. But anyway. How did you find out how to do that stuff?
well, I was experimenting with some stuff, and there's this like seedy bar downtown. It's called man, I can't remember. It's like anyways, I was told to go in there, and there's like people talking about magic, like real magic, and they hooked me up with this guy, fancy suit and stuff, and he gave me a book like to borrow, that he said should help me do it as long as I like followed the steps.
I'm gonna call up a picture of Alistair Gray on the phone and be like, "Is this the guy?"
Let me look at something.
But yeah, so we know some things.
CD Clipper does actual magic.
Okay, yeah. With his brain score, yeah, no, that's him.
Oh.
Cool. Great. Thank you. Yeah, but he's fine. Yeah, Frankie, your cousin, Frankie, is doing well.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, just wanted to check in with you, bud. How are you, friend?
Good. I mean, I'm not dead, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. That's on the school coat of arms. So, Colby, in your taking care of your brother, did you ever figure out what was going on with his gray craggy lips?
No, like, best I could tell, some kind of poison.
Some kind of poison, huh?
But I tried to use the school lab to figure out what it was, and all I got back was like some plant DNA, but nothing else made sense. But
Was this poison? Would this thing on his lips happen before or after you did whatever you did?
Oh, that was before.
Did it involve chapstick?
Look, we just have to write off chapstick as a suspect.
No, I don't think so. Like, what do you mean, like an allergic reaction? Somebody poisoned his chapstick or something?
I don't know.
Or maybe somebody was wearing a certain kind of chapstick? Can't believe we keep saying chapstick.
It's like if we keep saying it, it'll lose its meaning. Alright, thanks. I don't think he has anything else for us that would be useful, so I'm just gonna alright, bud, be well. Text someone else if you need anything.
What was the name of the place you went to? Just for future reference and all that.
Yeah, let me remember and not randomly generate a bar name.
Jazzy.
Oh.
Mystic Time Parlor?
The stuffed dove.
Oh yeah.
Magic are us.
Man, these are
Houdini's Hideaway.
You know what? We'll go with Houdini's Hideaway because it's better than anything I've got on.
The internet's letting me down for bar generators.
All right. Yeah, the one I knew of was more of fantasy, so it wasn't all that good.
That was giving me like real, like honest names for real places.
All right, so, Houdini's hideout.
Okay. Is there a fee to get in? Is there an age limit?
18. I mean 21.
I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, but if you, it's not like a really big advertised place. You gotta like go down the alley over by.
Okay.
It's over by the church on Main Street, and then you go like 2 buildings down, and you walk down the alley, and there's a red door, and you go in there, and that's where the bar is.
Oh, goodness. Well, I skipped class. I might as well go to a bar now.
No, we don't have to go to a bar. It's like 9 in the morning.
Not now.
It's 10.
Look, bars are open all the time.
But we could like also talk to some girls.
You're already probably
he's
poisoned
really
and you wanna talk to
blossoming.
girls.
No.
All right, we'll talk to your girls, but then we're going to the school lab to see if your lip gunk matches Colby's brother's lip gunk test results.
I'm just gonna assume it does.
Good. Saved us a scene.
What
Now
girls
you
are you?
stay away from that, Laura, unless we need to use you as sexy bait. Let's not write that off yet.
Let's cease talking about the sexy bait.
He has a name.
I just start walking away. I think I'm getting red.
Alright, okay, so we're gonna go find the mean girls with the blue pins. Who are definitely... What time is it? What course are we also skipping? Do we have free periods now? I don't have my schedule open.
I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah, it's like, I think yes, it's probably about 10 in the morning. Yeah, I mean, you can go try to find them. I guess, somebody want to make a computer check to see if they can figure anything out about
Somebody,
these
anybody,
girls?
anybody at all.
Yeah, I can do a computer check on them.
Okay.
That's 11.
An 11. That's not bad because it's not that hard. So there's like a school organization. They pretend they're a secret, like, exclusive club. It's called Astral Foresight, and they're like one of them. They bill themselves as like an honors club, but it's like only only very specific students.
The rich kids.
Yeah, basically the richest, most powerful kids are the ones that are allowed in.
Is there a member list?
On the school website, no.
Okay.
However,
Can I find a Facebook group for them?
Nah,
Nah, it's fine. We can just.
No. But
Turns out they have a LinkedIn.
the teacher
networking.
that's supposed to be presiding over the group for this school year is Mr. Gray.
Of course.
Aha! Some kind of connection.
Yeah, connections everywhere.
Yeah,
Alright,
do you know where he took the painting?
No. I was more concerned with making sure that he didn't catch y'all in the act.
Thank you. Alright, so actually, I don't know what I'm going to ask these girls. I just wanted to get out of that conversation with Cody.
Well, we know they were at the ritual, so maybe we know that they're being sponsored by Grace. So,
You think maybe we need to get Lorette alone and ask her where her dad's stuff is? I don't know. I don't have any ideas. I'm blanking.
yeah, should we check on your Amazon Prime order?
Oh, to see if the luminol and the blacklight came in?
Oh yeah, that's waiting for you at the front desk of the housing building.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I'll go and pick that up.
Okay.
Seriously can't leave you guys alone.
Yeah, we'll do naughty things, like order blood detecting supplies so that we can find out if a painting has blood in it.
It's magic
It
stuff.
seemed like a good idea at the time.
Magic stuff. It's
Do you
important.
know the history of, like, Mummy Brown and why this is not possibly the most helpful thing, right?
No, but I don't want to learn about it right now.
It's dead people.
Some paint is dead people. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Oh, and the thing you fought, did you have any idea what the plant monster? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Did it, like, come
Sewer,
through
probably.
the pipes?
Probably the pipes. It seems to look like a thing that would have crawled out of the pipes. Busted on people in the bathroom.
Or accurately, the boys' locker room.
Do you think it could have come from nearby then? Because I think someone have noticed a monster appearing.
So it uses the pipes to travel?
Not
Well-
anymore, it doesn't, but...
I didn't have to pee 5 minutes ago, but now I do.
So
Go pee.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean you can do that. Is your plan to go ask Lorette where her dad keeps his stuff?
So far, no one's told me anything different, and I've looked at them like, give me something, guys.
I'm
What do you
assuming she's part of the group with the blue pens.
Definitely.
For convenient, she is in the common room when you go to pick up your package.
That is convenient.
Oh, hey, Lorette. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How's your day going?
Good. So do you have a free time now?
Yeah. She's like sitting at a table studying. So like she closes her book and yeah, I'm free.
You wanna go for a walk or something?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
And then she notices that. Did you bring all your friends with you?
I mean, they were probably waiting not far away.
So she notices and she's, are they coming with?
Hell no!
No, we're gonna go this way. They can. No, we're gonna go the other way.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
All right, and then I'll leave from a different door than the one they're standing at.
Okay.
Ruby is going to text him, just use protection, smiley face.
No chapstick.
Fucking chapstick.
I assume there's an emoji for that now. I don't know.
All right. So you're on your walk?
Yeah. No lipstick.
So if you let her. She'll grab your arm. She's like, "Why did you want to go on a walk?"
I just wanted to talk with you and see how you're doing and what you want to do.
Wait, are you trying to ask me out on a date?
It's a walk. It's not a date. I mean, it can be a date.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna take her for a walk. Like, do you know any like private places?
I mean, if you there's the old astronomy building. The one that they closed down. If we go back over there, nobody goes over there anymore.
Sure, let's go over there.
Okay. You head over there.
And then I'm gonna try to text in my pocket a little bit. I got an email. I gotta check this real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna text back old astrology building.
Okay. Yeah, so whoever he sent that to, it doesn't matter.
Would have been Ruby because she was the last person who sent the text.
So
to me.
Ruby, you get a text.
What did the text say again? Sorry.
Just old astrology building.
Astronomy building.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
astronomy.
Depending on
it
this
says
school.
old astrology building.
You
I didn't have time to
probably-
autocorrect,
You
right?
can probably figure out which one he means.
I guess we should probably go to the old astronomy building. Before he
Alright.
gets his brains removed or something.
Okay, so the rest of you head over there. What do you do in the meantime?
I'm gonna ask her about like her. I'm gonna ask her about her pin. I was like, oh, I've seen those pins. What are those?
Oh, it's just a school club. You know, something prestigious, supposed to get us into the best colleges and stuff. But honestly, it's just more cliques within more cliques. It's crazy.
Yeah, the sports people are really like that too. I mean, I'm still on the soccer team, but like I don't really like the soccer team.
Wait, why don't you like the soccer team?
I don't just the people, the two captains went missing, and then the new guys went in, didn't have an idea how to be captains, and there's other people who are mad about other, like, okay, so Brett is the new captain, but like Kyle is pissed about it.
That sounds like a bunch of
Crap, right?
drama.
It sounds nothing like soccer. It sounds like a bunch of crap.
It kind of sounds like a TV show. Like,
Which one?
I don't know, just like, didn't they have that football one where it was just like all about the drama and behind the scenes of football or something?
I mean, they gotta be worse than ballerinas. They're just so, yeah. And I'll talk, yeah. It's like, we're here to play soccer. Like, I'm not here for y'all's crap.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I just want to worry more about getting out of school than dealing with whatever club thing or dance that I'm supposed to be dragged off to help set up or whatever.
Yeah. And then, like, my parents, like, I can't leave soccer. Kill them if I left. Like, my dad's so into it, and I can't leave the soccer club because he'd freak out.
Yeah, I can't.
And I'll look at her especially like, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Now exchange information on your family.
Yeah, I'm only in this club because my parents thought it'd be good for me. You know, they wanted me to go to Harvard, and I don't even know if I want to go to Harvard. You know.
You totally could.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At any point, if the rest of you want to show up, you can.
No, let's see if he references bunheads again.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who caught that.
I didn't think about it, but I guess I probably did.
I really liked this cross purposes of Friday Night Lights and bunheads that just happened that I watched. That's the most awkward teenage banter I've ever seen.
So there was this show, and I didn't really watch it, but I watched it once with my mom, and then we just kept watching it.
All right, so at this point, I think we can safely... Do we sneak in or do we burst in? Ruby, dealer's choice. Keep in mind who you're dragging along behind you.
I think probably neither option. We just kind of wander in like we accidentally found the place.
And I said, oh, whoa, this isn't the astrology building. I wink so hard at him that my eye cracks.
You're the only 14-year-old with crow's feet.
It seems your friends found us.
Listen, yeah, I'm sorry, but like, there's some shit going on, and you know about it. What's happening?
Wait, what's happening?
How did Damon die?
What, Damon's just missing. What do you mean he's dead?
You don't know?
What are you talking about?
What
At
do
any
you know
point,
about
if anybody
Brandon's
wants
brother?
to make a notice influence roll, they can go ahead and do that.
How do you do it?
Yeah, so you just roll a d10 and then add your notice and your influence scores to it.
$11? 11 for me.
Ignore me.
Plus notice, plus influence?
Yep.
I didn't do that right, did I?
You have to do /R.
Do what?
/R.
Oh.
But yeah,
/R. Wait, before or after?
before.
Oh.
/ rolling 1d10 plus 5 plus 1.
Ooh.
Damn, more 10s.
There we go.
All the 10s tonight.
Okay, so Brendan, you are 100% certain she's lying.
I say, cut the act, sister. There's a lot of numbers aren't adding up, but you're the common denominator, see?
What do you
I
mean
hope
I'm
that
the
shakes her.
common denominator in what?
You're with Damien. Damien's dead. You're with your friend in the bathroom. Now she's gone. Next thing you know, you're kissing my friend here, and his lips are all craggy. Plus, there's your parents, who are in cahoots with Mr. Gray, who's the leader of your honor society.
Also, were you there?
As soon as you mention Mr. Gray, her entire posture changes, her face drops, and she... What do you know about Mr. Gray?
What do you know about Mr. Gray?
Okay, look, Damien, don't hate me, but
I don't hate you.
honestly, I only kissed you because see, he wanted you dead.
What?
Technically, he wants all of you dead, but he asked me to kill you. Well, he doesn't want the Slayer dead, but he wants her friends
What?
out of the picture, and he asked me to kill you, and then he said he'd fix me because he helped my dad do something, and now I'm poisonous. But he said he could fix me.
You tried to kill me?
Right here. Oh dear.
Yeah, and look, honestly, everybody else has died. I'm surprised you're still here.
You...
I'm freaked out.
I mean, the good news is there goes the lipstick theory.
And on that revelation, I think it is time for us to go to break. So we're going to take a quick 10 minutes, and then we will be right back.
Gonna reapply some chapstick.
And now word from Burt's Bees.
Chapstick's bullshit. Try Burt's Bees.
All right.
Yep.
Hello, we are back. I guess, Damien, specifically, you just found out that there was an assassination attempt on your life. How do you feel?
Confused? Like, also running through his head is like, this gonna be a thing now? And like, excited? And confused? Like, it's not a lot of times when your first kiss is also your first, like, assassination attempt.
That's I'd imagine that's true.
Yeah, that'll probably stick with him. But, like, he's just staring at Lorette and being like, what do you mean poisonous?
When I kiss people, they die.
Have you tried not kissing people?
Thanks, Catholic Church.
God damn it.
Don't, like, no.
Has it always been this way? Or is this a more recent development?
This is a more recent development. I was helping my dad out. He got some new exotic plants, and I was helping him out. I was doing the, trimming the plants for him, and then I met up with Damon, and then a couple weeks later, I get a call from his brother that he's missing, that nobody seen him. It took me a little bit to kind of figure out that what happened to Damon. I didn't really connect it until after. Well, I guess you kind of know what happened there already. And that's, I wasn't going to kiss people, but then he said he could fix me and that I could live a normal life. All I had to do was help him get rid of the Slayer's friends. I don't even know what a Slayer is. What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
What about the girl in the bathroom?
Well, yes, what do you want to know?
Nice.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Did he put you up to that too, or was that all you?
No, I didn't. I didn't know I was poisonous. I hadn't figured it out yet. And then...
It's okay. All right. Is everyone in the astral foresight deadly?
Deadly? Why would they be deadly? It's literally just a bunch of politicians, kids who think they're better than everybody.
Yeah, and set up a ritual designed to kill me and my family.
Oh yeah, that happened, didn't it?
It's been a long week.
It's only Wednesday.
This is the third day of school.
Is murder common in this area? I never read the pamphlet for this school when I moved here.
How to get rid of your children.
If you would have read the third page, you would have seen graduation rate, murder rate, resurrection rate.
Well, the graduation rate's got to be super high because everyone who's not doing too well probably gets murdered.
The math all works out in the end.
100% go on to Ivy League universities because they're the only 4 that lived.
It's a very exclusive school for a reason.
Hey.
Anyway, you're in with a bad crowd, Lorette.
You just make the facts, just shift them around a little bit in your favor. Nobody needs to know that only 4 kids graduated. All they need to know is that all of them went to Ivy League school.
Yeah.
So What do you mean a ritual?
Candles, spooky chanting, hoods.
But the pins.
That sounds like a bad movie. I'll be honest.
Welcome to my life right now.
Oh my god, what?
That's like her office. Like she goes in the office and it's a bunch of that shit every night.
I have no idea what you're talking
Where's
about.
Julie?
Wait.
Julie's the name of the maybe ringleader of the astral. She was the girl that B overheard in the restroom. Talking about the ritual.
Oh, yes.
My visions. Oh no, in the other place.
I don't know. I think she's in class.
Like, how did Mr. Gray contact you?
I mean, I guess he knew my mother. Like, he didn't. I guess originally he was helping my father, and I guess that's how he knew. He just approached me in school. It was.
Did you know he was at your parents' wedding?
At their wedding? No, I know he knew them, but I didn't know he was at their wedding.
Well, neither did I.
Oh yeah, we'll tell you later. Think we kept it? I don't know.
I
They
think
did
you
take a
kept
photo.
something, yeah.
We kept one photo, and I think we might have taken a photo of the invitation. But, like, yeah. So, what do we do now, guys? Like, we might be able to help you too, Lynette. Or Lorette. I say it correctly because
How would you?
it's been 3 days.
How would you help me?
I don't know. B knows stuff.
What's stuff?
Well, I do have self-studied some magic myself. And, we don't want to die. You want to be cured. Maybe we can help each other instead of you affiliating with this Mr. Gray that seems to want us all dead.
Well, that sounds good in theory. And I don't mean to offend, but I'm not sure I trust somebody I don't really know doing magic on me.
But you trust someone that asks you to kill people?
Because look, he knew my father. I only know he knew my father because I seen him over the summer working with my father. So when he came to me, I was pretty sure that he's the one who did this to me.
Yeah, probably.
So I figured if he did this to me, that he had a way to fix it. But I don't necessarily believe that you have a way to fix it.
Well,
Why would you trust someone who asks you to literally murder another person to get the cure over someone who is saying, I don't know what we can do, but we will find something, and not asking you to murder people?
It's
See?
not that I'm not willing to try. It's just I don't know.
alright, if you could just not tell anyone else. Just, like, hide here for the day or something. Be safe, but, like, don't go near everyone else because they're dangerous. And he asked you to kill someone and you didn't do it, so that's kind of makes you a target. Right? Transitive property apply? I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't know that I failed yet because I'm not dumb enough to tell him that I failed.
Is he expecting to hear from you?
I'm sure at some point. And then she pulls her phone out of her pocket and fuck. He wants me to meet him at his place. God damn it.
Do you want us to come with you? We could sneak.
Why would we bring her? Why wouldn't we just go and light it on? Never mind. We know he's there then.
I mean, I would assume he'd be there if that's where he wants me to meet him. So,
Where's there?
his house.
Oh, okay.
And I make sure the address is the same as the one we know.
Yes. Look, if you guys want to go with my place, go right ahead, but I just want my life back. I just want a normal life.
Well, gang, let's call a lift.
Shouldn't we have like a plan? I mean, they'll probably have like 15 minutes to plan, but is that enough?
Well, what kind of plan are you looking for? We got the Slayer. He's just a weedy British fellow.
Can we just burn his whole
Potentially
house?
super magic fellow too. Oh.
All right, well, you're our magic one. What do you got?
Panic mostly.
You can make him panic?
Is there anything we could do with this locket? Are you still wearing the locket?
I'm still wearing the locket.
Okay.
If it's anything like Harry Potter, why don't we try to smash it? Oh,
Okay.
actually, I've got an idea. Maybe I can weaken it.
Okay, all right.
Should we
Do you
maybe
need
like
anything special for that?
protective circle?
Hand holding, candles.
Hammer.
No. It's my zappy finger. Zap, zap.
Let me take it off first, Jesus.
Okay, so what are you trying to do, B?
Just like Ron tries in Harry Potter to try and destroy a necklace.
Okay.
She's got weaken spell. What she needs to do for that is to just shout fragile. And point her finger, and then there's a beam of light that shoots out, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, you can cast it.
It's a 15.
What's the power level is 4. Let me pull up the success tables. Oh, you lucked out just enough. Just barely got it. So, yeah, you cast Weaken on the amulet, and it turns to dust. Blood leaks out. Where did you set it? Did you set it on the ground? Are you holding it?
Probably on like a bench.
Ground. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and blood just kind of leaks out onto the ground.
Oh, yes, that worked then. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what happened.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna consider it a win.
Okay, take that. Necklace.
Yeah, evil.
Suck it, Nazi occultist. Do we all have to say something to that?
I hope not.
Alright, so are we gonna grab a bunch of weapons and go to his place?
I've got knives.
Oh, more nice. Oh, dear.
Look, they don't really check your boxes when you move in. Big security flaw.
You probably also have some crossbows and crossbow bolts.
Were there other things in
Oh,
this
yeah.
in Mr. Gray's office in that cabinet? Or was it?
Yes.
Was there other weapons in there?
Oh goodness.
There
Is the
was,
spooky body
There's-
still there?
Is the body still there?
We haven't
That
touched
is a good question.
The body is probably still there.
There's no reason that body would not still be there.
How do they not notice a smell?
It was
very well wrapped.
Vacuum sealed for maximum freshness.
Did you kiss the old teacher? Did you kiss the old teacher as this was happened?
No, he was shot, right? Or was he stabbed?
He was
He
stabbed.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw the body. I didn't.
And I kind of mind wiped myself from this whole dead person shenanigans.
That's a good way to deal with trauma. Just pretend it didn't happen.
Try to forget it all.
This is just Morty's mind blowers. All right, so let's march into the English class, assuming nobody is there to disturb the substitute teacher's class.
Well, were there weapons in there? Was my question.
There were, yes. There was a case of weapons.
Do we need it?
Well, I have a knife. Remember?
I have a knife too.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Should have
Be
kept that
briefly-
flail.
I mean, it depends on how well armed you want to be going in there.
I mean, are they going to let us into an Uber carrying like a halberd?
Probably not.
No, man, they make you put that in the trunk.
I don't do this.
All right, what about like a
I look
small
over at Ruby and
crossbow?
like, Ruby, what do you want to do?
Say again.
What do you want to do?
I mean, there's also the case of that painting that you said you had.
Yeah. So first, what are you guys actually good at using as a weapon?
Wit?
Punching?
Zap.
Okay, punching. And Ruby's gonna like go into her bag and pull out a pair of brass knuckles and hand them over.
Do they have crosses on them? Like on the knuckles?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this will work.
Very, very Van Helsing style.
Oh, what if we asked Frankie to help us? Because instead of him not helping us,
You'd have to get him first.
Can we get Lorette to write a letter to him real quick?
Can you post it to the basement?
We
No,
could
we'll
slide
just
it
take
down
it
there.
with us.
We can take. Show it.
Oh, this is true.
Lorette, we need you to write a letter since you're still standing here, baffled at us while we do this weird thing.
Quickly, fetch the courier.
A
Yeah.
letter?
Damon's still alive. Don't you want to see him again? I say, lying to her.
Wait, what? Damon, he's still alive?
Yeah. If you wanted to write a letter to him, what would you say in that letter? And then write that letter.
Okay, so she... I don't know, she just magically has her backpack and she, like, pulls out a piece of paper and writes out a letter and...
Well, we obviously all had our backpacks.
I assumed that she left with her purse at least.
Yeah, she had something. So she pulls out, she writes her quick letter, folds it up. She doesn't have an envelope on her, but she folds
It's
it up.
A decent fold job will do.
We're not looking for a wax seal.
And she's a teenager, so she can do those really complicated fold jobs.
Oh, absolutely.
And now the envelope itself is, or the letter itself is an envelope.
But, like, do we want to just roll in hard on Mr. Gray?
Well, forearmed is forewarned. Isn't that what they say?
No?
Well, that's what I say.
Why would you say that? It doesn't make any sense.
Because I'm pumped!
Too many energy drinks.
I'm riding the high, baby.
We should sleep sometime.
You should sleep sometime.
So let's go see what weapons are in the classroom and decide from there, because
Yeah, I'm gonna
some of
slip.
this is tragic.
I'm gonna slip the brass knuckles into my pocket.
Okay.
All right, Lorette, you should probably stay out of sight.
Yes, go hide. Don't tell anybody.
Ruby is going to like put her hands on Lorette's shoulders and look her dead in the eye and just be like, who you are is important. Don't fall for this shit where people will tell you they can fix you if you do them some major favor, like murder someone. And walk away.
Okay. And she's just gonna, like, walk back to the housing building. And...
Alright. Yeah, let's go look at the classroom if we can.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. There's no class at the moment, but there might be in a little bit. The periods are about to change over.
Hurry!
Do you go for the key? Do you just bust open the door of the cupboard? What's your plan here?
Well, it's easy option.
Yeah,
Okay.
since we know where the key is, let's just key it.
Alright, yeah, you grab the key, you open it, there in the back corner is opposite the body, there's like some more daggers.
I look at the body and go, oh!
I know, right? Ugh.
Don't,
Just a body.
don't poke at it.
Oh, I'm never going to use used to this at all.
I'm used to them being ashy.
Well, this one's both crunchy and squishy.
Can we stop talking about that?
Okay. Alright.
There's
Gross.
there's a bunch of crossbow bolts and like 3 crossbows. Like a long sword. There's like a box full of little, like it's one of them sectioned off boxes, and it's got little like vials of holy water in it. There's like a collection of like rosaries and cross necklaces and just whatever various stuff you would need to fight vampires.
I'm gonna grab a cross necklace.
Okay.
Grab a bunch of holy water.
No one wants these.
Also, pocket some holy water. I will wrap a rosary around my hand, and I'm grabbing one of those crossbows.
Okay.
I'm going to take the crossbow from you.
I guess I'll have a dagger.
B, you don't have to if it makes you uncomfortable.
Do you know how to load one?
What, a crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
You stick the thing in the other thing, and you pull back. Pointy end out.
Pointy end out, yes, but no.
Medieval people made these. I can figure it out.
Guys, we gotta go. Come on.
If you
Just take a
shoot
small
me with
dagger.
this, there will be
Takes this-
consequences.
I won't load it until we're actually there. How's that?
Okay, I'm
Who's
just
gonna
gonna.
like grab a Go ahead, sorry.
Little dagger, that's all I'm grabbing. Little one, the littlest one.
Okay, you guys are all armed up. You head off to your lift for probably the most awkward drive ever, because you're all like armed teenagers, and the driver's like,
Don't worry, we're cosplaying.
LARPers.
SCA.
And, oh,
5-star review and tip.
You ever heard of LARPing? That's what we're doing. We're going to a LARPing event.
Midweek, midday.
Yes.
oh, Okay. I'll take your word for it. I have no idea what LARPing is. I'm just... Do you just go right to Mr. Gray's house? Or are you looking
around the corner?
Yeah, we go to the convenience store around the corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and get like a Slurpee. It helps me calm down.
What if you have to pee in the middle of fighting?
Okay, everybody
Actually, never
go
mind, that could be
before the
useful.
battle.
No, don't. That could be really useful tactics.
All of us? All of us with full bladders?
This week we've had so many conversations
plan
I'd
took a
never
turn.
dreamt we'd have, and yet here we are having these conversations I'd never think we'd ever have.
How would you react if, like, in the middle of a fight, someone just started peeing themselves? I mean,
I think I was doing well.
but then you're confident and you open yourself up, and then you get stabbed.
And then stabby. Are you the master tactician here?
I just recommended that you pee yourself during battle. I don't think that is.
So yeah, enjoy your Slurpee.
We have definitely got to get us a new watcher at the end of this one.
Yeah.
This is why they don't leave you guys on your own. All right. So one Slurpee later, and no bathroom breaks.
How are you getting there from the convenience store?
Oh yeah, do we want to go like in the back or?
It worked out for us pretty well last time. Most of us. Uh-oh.
Going to assume he's inside. Is the curtains drawn in the windows?
Well, I'm asking, how are you getting from the convenience store to his house? Do you walk down the middle of the street? Do you...
I think we like stick to the sidewalks, kind of like the back area.
Do you attempt to conceal your weaponry?
Yes. It's fall, so us wearing coats that could do that seems reasonable.
Okay. I just want to make sure you weren't just walking down the street.
La la la.
Safe.
Yeah, looks like she Nietzsche dropped.
Give us a sec.
Yeah, back in a sec. Hopefully.
I'm gonna try to find the weapon table in this book.
I know there is one.
Yeah, because I remember last time the combat happened, we got a little hung up on that.
Yes.
How about I try the index first? That would make sense.
A lot of the stuff is also, I posted the combat maneuvers. A lot of that is covered there as well, like crossbow shot. I think there's a thing for thrown weapons as well somewhere. Yeah, thrown weapon. Through the heart. It's all there.
But yeah. So we should like probably just like have an actual conversation before we go and do this. Like,
Yeah.
B, are you okay, B? Because I know you don't like weapons.
I don't like weapons, but I also don't like getting killed. And I guess self-defense. I'll need something.
Listen, no one's gonna be mad if you run.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I could do something from a distance. I won't get up close.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you think you can toss in there?
I can make someone blinded.
What?
Okay, all right. Now we're talking.
That's
Can you
awesome.
just cue that up, or do you need to prep it?
No, I'm able to just whip it out.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Spell. Let's see. I got.
Before we get too far, we're having some technical difficulties. We're going to go to a break for a quick minute. and see if we can't get our Slayer back before we get too far ahead. So we will be right back. Hello, we made it back.
Hooray!
Things have
You
changed.
lucky viewers, you.
Yeah. More about big chapstick in a moment.
Lip-based conspiracy theories.
I mean, I really don't want to jump ahead, but Kevin, I feel like this is a great leverage plot already.
We might.
Alright, so you guys were discussing your plan for taking down Mr. Gray.
Yes, and most excitedly, B said she has some kind of blinding spell.
Yes, it's called Magical
Oh.
Blindfold.
That's awesome.
Now, I don't want to get greedy, but do you have any other really cool spells you can use?
I'll have that weaken spell that can also
Uh-huh.
work with weapons, so if he's brandishing anything pointy,
Okay.
Just-
try and do the thing that I did with the necklace.
Yeah. Cool. So, like, you've got this. And again, if you need to run, run.
Okay.
Alright, should we start by trying to sneak down into the basement and grabbing Frankie?
Yes.
Seeing where we're starting.
That seems like a good place to start.
Well, the basement doesn't
Unleash the Kraken kind of situation.
Does the basement didn't have a direct door to the outside, did it?
No,
No.
but there are windows. You could try to go through one of those. Somebody could.
The
I'm
best
trying-
person that is best at sneaking, and that's definitely not the British person.
How big are the windows?
I mean, they're basement windows, so they're not that big.
You could shimmy in.
Yeah, you could shimmy
I
in.
could try.
Like, if I spend a drama point, can I get a window that's Slayer-sized?
Yes, that's a mechanic. You can spend a drama point for a plot twist, and if you want, there can be a outside. You know what? Plot twist. There's a door you didn't see that leads to the basement.
I'll spend the point.
You pull some vines off it and
Yep, that is literally what that mechanic is for.
Hey,
is to just be like,
storm door.
like, literally, you could spend one and be like, well, not actually, but you could just be like, the Hulk shows up and saves us all. The Hulk is obviously not actually going to show up, but as an example,
Some guy in a Hulk t-shirt.
yeah.
Hey guys, what's... Oh my gosh!
Some guy
Let me help
in
you.
a Hulk t-shirt and on a whole lot of PCP.
Yeah.
You need the door ripped off, bro? I'll rip off that door. But let's just go with there's a storm door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, ladies first?
Okay. We're gonna
Stealthy
go in the
ninja
door.
ladies first?
So we're trying to sneak into a door, into a basement.
Yep. Everybody roll either Dex Acrobatics or Dex Crime to sneak around in the basement.
I am most definitely using a drama point before I roll.
Okay.
Sneak, sneak. Flippy sneaks.
I also will use a drama point on my crowd.
Alright.
See? This is
Yeah,
why. This is why.
we used up all the 10s earlier.
Sorry.
So everybody's good, but just barely. Damien, you walk into a box, but Brendan catches it before it falls over and makes a bunch of noise.
It was full of holy water vials that would have broken.
No.
Been super loud.
It's marked Christmas decorations. There's a bunch of like Christmas bulbs in there. It would have been
Sinister
bad.
bastard.
Would have been bad, but luckily there's the drama points were spent, and it saves you from that.
Yay!
So you were headed towards Frankie?
Yeah, is he down there?
Yes, he's still down there.
Who's got the note?
I probably would.
Ah, guys, we forgot the note. All right, everybody back up the stairs.
This is all because of Big Chapstick.
I will spend a plot point to have the note.
No, you have the note. She gave it to you. You didn't forget it. You had the note.
I forgot to read it. None of us read what she wrote.
No.
We're gonna have to trust that she wrote something heartfelt, and also that he can read.
Or at the very least, that he trusts that we're not making this up. Because if he's mad, but he trusts us.
Okay. So do you free him? He's
I'm
pretty
gonna
weak
wake him
right
up.
now.
I'm gonna wake him up a little.
Give him a poke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A gentle.
Who's
Damon.
Who's there? Who's
It's
there?
me. It's me, Damien. I'm Colby's friend.
Danny? Where's Colby?
He's safe, buddy. He's safe.
That's good.
Yeah. So, how you feeling?
Thirsty.
I just had a terrible idea for something that would be funny, so my character's gonna do it. The only water he has on him is holy water.
Holy water.
Oh.
Okay.
So without thinking, he's going to pop open a thing of holy water and hand it to him like a flask.
Okay, did you take the blindfold and everything off?
Yeah, I would have taken the blindfold off.
Okay. So he takes a swig and then he spits it out. He's like, your water tastes like dirt and salt. What the hell?
Okay, I reach into my bag, and I pull out a can of Nightmare Stallion.
Oh.
There it
Go here,
is.
buddy.
What we've all been waiting for, that Nightmare Stallion promo.
Oh.
He's still bound up, so I guess I give him a little slurp.
Yeah, he accepts,
Wish I hadn't phrased it like that.
Yeah, he accepts it. He drinks it. Oh, what's your plan there?
To step back.
Okay, buddy. We're all right. So do you know where you are?
I remember that I was going to Mr. Gray's house, and then I was down here. I don't remember.
Yeah. So Mr. Graves is really awful.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what do you mean he's awful?
He told your just drink the rest of that nightmare study. Yeah.
He does that.
I turn around and look at other people. Is bad because
He tried to get Loretta to kill someone.
What? Loretta? What? Do you
Yeah.
give him the note at any point in time? Do you give him the letter?
I say you pop open the note and read it to him, and show it to him so he can see the handwriting.
Okay, he reads it. You can watch it, as his eyes go back and forth. And then he...
Okay, good. I was worried they were too, cloudy or something.
Then he starts to get red in the face. He starts grunting. And then he breaks his bindings.
Should not have given him the whole can. Okay.
And he pushes past you, and he is headed up the stairs. He's going after Mr. Gray.
What is in that note?
Do you want to know what's
What
in
is
the note?
in this can?
The note literally says, Mr. Gray tried to blackmail me, Lorette. That's all it says.
Oh, yeah, we should have coached her a little bit more, but okay, all right. Let's do it.
He's going after Mr. Gray.
Well,
Hey guys, do you think she played us?
I think that's another question for another time.
Alright, yes, fine.
We're kind of in this particular problem right now.
we should go follow.
We should run right after him.
Oh, great.
All right, same order as we went down the stairs. We're going up the stairs.
Okay.
Ninjas first.
Not a ninja.
Do you want to try? Do you want to try to sneak and pretend that Damon got away on his own?
Damon's probably just gonna spill all the beans. So
Yeah, there's.
It's a possibility.
I will follow the Slayer's lead.
I mean, my concern is not letting Damon get hurt.
Damon's dead.
Yeah, but he's still sentient.
Was he ever? No, I'm sorry, that was mean.
That was real harsh, man.
I mean, you're not wrong. But also, he's kind of innocent in this whole situation.
Yeah, but is he a monster that's gonna murder people? I don't know. I don't know.
He didn't murder me, so tried but didn't.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So do you want to follow him a little, or?
Yeah, we're gonna follow him up the stairs.
Cautiously.
Cautious, but not necessarily stealthy.
Okay. When you get up the stairs, you hear Damon yelling incoherently in the living room. You hear Mr. Gray calmly replying.
I want to notice that.
Okay.
10.
Yeah, he's like, no, Damon, just calm down. We don't want to do anything irrational.
Can you give us the layout here for a sec? Where are they? In the living room, or?
Yeah, they're in the living room.
Okay, so before the living room were the two doors. One was the broom closet, and the other was the office, right?
Yeah.
And there was a door to the garage.
And the door to the garage is in the living room.
Yeah.
Remember, I had
Okay.
the layout all janky.
Yes.
But
It's all relative.
All right, so we can't sneak into the garage. That's what.
I mean, you could go back outside and try to sneak into the garage and then sneak into the house, but you're already in the house.
I feel like I wanted to use Damon as a distraction, and then see if the painting is in the garage.
I mean, you could go back out and
I'd like to do that.
okay. What's your plan? How do you look to see if it's in the? Do you look through a window? Do you?
I am going to try to jimmy the garage door open. I assume it's
Okay. There is like a side door that goes into the garage, or you can try.
Or
to open
even
it.
better, yeah.
Okay.
Let's try that side door in case it's like an automated garage.
Yeah, it's locked, but you could try to open it. Yeah, you open it.
All right.
The thing about
I look at the others and I say, we let him go alone. One of us should probably join him. Okay, I'll go. B,
Probably.
are you okay here with me, with Ruby?
Yes.
All right, good. All right, I'm gonna go with Dan, or I'm gonna go with
Brandon.
Brendan. I was trying so hard not to call you Bernard.
No.
Different Blackthorn. Still good. All right. So I'm in the garage. I'm holding my flashlight up to see is the Is the painting that was wrapped up that Ruby described in the garage anywhere?
It's still in the back of the Jeep.
Hacha. You want to try to smash this thing, man?
Is the Jeep locked?
No.
Alright. Yeah. So, I'm gonna, like, take it and, like, peel off the layer of paper.
Okay.
Because it was wrapped in a paper. What is the painting?
So the painting appears to be like it would be somebody sitting on a chair, like many old paintings. But the figure depicted, it looks like one of them old Renaissance paintings where they really like to paint like figures of death.
And weird human faces on cats?
Yes. Yeah, basically. It looks
That's
like
the thing.
it looks like that. It's all looks like somebody decided to take a rotting skeleton, prop it on a chair, and paint it.
I look at Brandon and go, yeah?
Smashy, smashy.
And I'm just gonna punch the painting.
Okay, roll your punch.
Roll my punch?
It can't dodge, but you do have to get a success to do anything to it.
14, which is good.
Okay, so that is 12. Double check the success table. So 3, so you punch a hole in it, doing 15 damage to the painting.
And it was in glass, so it probably was a shattering noise.
Oh, yes. You gave away your position in many ways. When you punch a hole into the canvas itself, you also punch through like the thick wooden frame, which anybody else in the party except for maybe the Slayer probably would have broke their hand, but you're fine.
Could there be cuts on my hand from the glass?
Oh yes, there's cuts on you.
Deep cuts.
Yeah.
Okay. We lost Slayer again. Now they're back.
Okay, I am freaked out because from what I saw, he just smashed his hand and cut it all up to hell. So I go, "What the hell, man? How?" And I check his hand.
Yeah, there's no blood. There's like a weird, like whitish, clear, like substance, like kind of like leaking out of his hand a little bit. But there's no blood.
I'm looking at it like it's weird too.
Hey, is this normal for you, or?
Yep, nothing abnormal about a Frankenstein in the other room yelling at Dorian Gray.
No. The hand. The cuts. What is...
I don't know.
What are you, man?
I don't know.
Okay, alright. One thing at a time.
I'm not a demon.
Well, we definitely know that. We'll call that a win.
So there's a white smoke, like smoke's a bad way to describe it, but it literally looks like white, as in like when you buy a white plastic toad at Walmart, it looks like that color, and it's just kind of floating out of the painting.
Alright, I keep breaking apart the painting.
Okay.
I take out the knife and go at it.
Alright, make a...
Knife?
Yeah, knife maneuver.
Basically the same as last time, except with slashing.
Okay, so 3, 15...
Doubled to 30.
Doubled to 30. So you slash through the painting. More smoke comes out. And now this time you hear screaming from inside. Bee and Ruby, you also hear Mr. Gray screaming.
Oh, we clearly recognize his voice, do we?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, something's happening. Something is going down, as they say on TV. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do?
Ruby is just going to take the crossbow, load a bolt in it, and peek into the room.
He's still alive, but he's on one knee. He looks paler and probably as weak as you've ever seen him look. He doesn't look as astute or anything. He literally looks like he's just a normal person. Not like he has no vitality, no strength. He doesn't look like he's aged or anything. He just looks a lot weaker.
He needs a cookie.
Just some orange juice and rest. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep slashing at this thing until like it's tatters.
Yeah. Okay.
I run to the door that leads into the living room and I open it up and I just like peek out to see what's the ruckus.
Okay. Yeah. There's a very angry and confused Damon in there. A weak-looking Mr. Gray, and you can see Ruby and B looking through the other door on the other side.
Ruby's gonna motion to Damon and just be like, calm him, soothe him, please. At least get him out of the way.
Like you want somebody to like try to calm Damon down?
Yeah, or at least just kind of make sure that he's not gonna get hit by a stray crossbow bolt at any time.
Alright, well, in that case, B
Just in case.
gives a big gulp and so like edges towards Damon. Like, hey, come on, buddy, this way. Come on. And I just like tap him on the shoulder and try and like encourage him to move.
Okay, because he's confused, like right now, because all of a sudden Mr. Gray started screaming and stuff, he won't go far, but he'll let you move him to like the other side of the room.
And I'm trying to make my voice as soft as I can, like, and very calm.
Yep. What's everybody's next move now?
Stabby.
Yeah, like, I mean, the painting's in tatters. Eventually the smoke stops coming out of it, and it's just a tattered piece of painting.
I walk into the living room because I feel like at this point we can. And also because I think Ruby might go for a killing shot, and we still need him alive in case we can get any information on how to heal Lorette.
So you
Say all
interpose
that
yourself?
more or less. Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Gray stands up. He has his cane in his hand. He draws his sword, and he... What have you done?
Ruby like levels the crossbow and is like, "Who the hell are you?"
I also pull my crossbow with far less confidence. It's kind of wobbling. I misjudged the weight.
You know what? Actually, he doesn't actually answer you. He looks at you, Ruby, and goes, "You know what the problem with Slayers is? They're all great, and they're fine, and they're strong, and if you can get them to do what you want, they're an excellent resource. The problem is, they're all fucking heroes. Always running off, doing things they shouldn't, putting their noses in things they shouldn't, ruining everything."
I would like to remind you in this moment, Mr. Gray, that you don't look so great, and I have a crossbow. I'd be a little more respectful if I were you.
And there's something wrong with your sword, and I'd wish to cast weaken on his sword.
Okay.
Boom. 22.
Oh,
God
Jesus.
dang!
Okay.
Fuck
so
you, sword.
You hit it. His sword crumples into dust. He had a ring on his hand that also crumples to dust, and
Fuck the ring too.
part of his shirt collar just kind of falls apart as well.
Oh, I also have a witch. You know, details.
Is that a punitive term? You hear from the garage.
Spellcaster.
Ooh, I'm getting good at this.
So then who are you? And what do you want?
You know what? Roll initiative. He's not going to do a villainous monologue.
Yes.
Bam. 15.
Oh,
Where was
balls. Where is it
initiative
again?
On top of combat. Combat
Same
the first
time.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, this order makes sense.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Obviously, the Slayer can go first.
Let me double check. And okay, so what happens is he starts to lunge for Brendan because you look the least confident with your crossbow. However,
That is
Boo-Boo,
fair.
you have time to act first.
I'm gonna shoot him in the butt.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So
One, two.
how did you figured out how to roll the crossbow, right?
No.
Brendan?
It's under
What? Oh,
it's
yeah.
under medieval
It's
ring-
under- You just type in crossbow,
and then click the button.
and then the base damage is 16.
I can't read this.
It's weirdly blurry, but
And this monitor is far away.
okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth ball from the left is
Okay.
at a 16.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
You it's a you pretty sure you had it, but it just like grazes through his suit and doesn't actually hit him.
Can I use that advantage I have?
Yes, you want to make that a success?
Yes.
Okay, so you hit him,
I-
which means let me double check what his combat is so I know the exact numbers. Okay, so that means you have a 17 on your roll instead. So you have 5 successes. This is about to get fucked.
His poor butt.
So he's going to have to make a Constitution check. Let me see if he stays conscious. Okay, so he is still conscious. And he is going to spend a drama point so it doesn't look as bad as it was. So, okay, so 65. So he's still looking pretty worse for wear, but it's not as bad as it was. If there was an arbitrary number attached to your life, he'd have about 20.
On a scale of 1 to his max, 20.
Oops.
Alright. So is that everything for...
Yep, so it'd be Damien's turn. You are still in the garage, so you would have to move from the garage to the room.
And what noises you've heard.
I'll run from the garage into the room in front of Brendan.
Okay, yep, that's what you do that. Now it's his turn. You're in front.
Yep.
So he is going to try to punch you. Because you moved into the way of his target. So he'll just try to punch you. So
1 acrobatics?
Yep. 13. That is a miss. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't hit you. How do you get out of the way?
I'm going to do this where I basically, like, grab his wrist. And then I'm like, what? Because I was so fast that I grabbed his wrist before he could punch me.
Okay, yeah,
I basically knock his punch out of the way with a block.
Yeah, you do that. He's a little amazed that you did it. Brendan, now it's your turn.
Okay, is he still upright?
Yeah, he's still upright.
And Damien's got him in a grapple?
No, but I'm between the two of you.
Okay, then I'm going to drop the crossbow because that was a terrible idea. And I'm going to pull out the dagger. And I'm going to try to go around and stick him in the side.
Okay. So make a stab move, and then -2 from it for doing multiple actions.
Combat. There we go. Okay. Stab is...
I think technically it's just a stake.
Stake is okay.
Yeah, everything is the same.
That didn't work.
No, he sees you coming. Like, you know what? Actually, even better. Brendan knocks his punch out of the way, and it slaps your hand out of the way as you try to stab him, and you miss.
That feels about right. Okay.
B, it's your turn. What do you try to do?
I'm going to cast Magical Blindfold.
Okay, cast it.
So B shouts, obfuscate, and I can't pronounce that word properly, but with a 19.
Obfuscate.
Obfuscate.
There you go.
Okay, let me... Oh yeah, no, you do it. He's now blind.
Yeah, there's like a magical goop that kind of like silly putty that covers his face.
Yeah, so he's immediately
all magic is disgusting.
he starts grabbing at it and trying to pull it out of his eyes. Ruby, it's your turn.
So Ruby is going to walk over and just... Is he still standing, or is he?
Yeah, he's still standing, but now he's trying to get magical goop out of his eyes.
She's gonna take the stake and just kind of hold it against his back, and just be like, "I asked you questions, and I want answers."
Okay. Technically, what's about to happen is the equivalent of Mr. Gray himself spending a drama point. Because I'm the GM, I'm just making it happen. You're all in the same room, and you hear the shattering of glass from 2 windows. The room starts filling with gas, and you're all going to need to make 2 constitution checks. 1, because the room just got suddenly... Well, everybody but Damien, because Damien is immune to... I'm assuming you'd be immune to stun grenades and gas grenades, but the rest of you will make... The room just got really bright and really loud. So make a constitution save not to be stunned by that. Okay, the Slayer's fine.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me roll. I passed something.
Okay, yeah, so you, Brendan, are not okay. You are out of it. Your ears are ringing. There's light dancing in your eyes. But currently everybody else is okay. Now make another constitution save to see if you get poisoned by the gas.
Why? Wait, didn't I say that I would add a...
Too late.
Okay. Okay, so you lose temporarily. You lose 2 constitution points, and while you're still in, basically every turn, you will keep losing points in your constitution until you pass out. B, can I get another constitution roll from you too?
Okay.
Yeah, technically. Oh. Okay,
11.
yeah, so... Yeah, both B and Brendan, you've lost 2 constitution points, and you'll lose them until...
Okay, I'm at 0 then.
No.
Only had 2.
Okay, so you're unconscious. You're not dead.
Good
It's just
night.
like a knockout gas. But you basically you lose...
I also literally only had 1 constitution point.
Okay, so you are both unconscious.
Yes.
The gas knocked you out.
Right.
The Slayer and Damien are still standing. The door bursts open, and several men with rifles dressed... You don't see any markings, but they're like full combat, military gear, ski masks, the whole deal. They just came running into the room.
I'm gonna punch. Mr. Gray.
Okay, you go ahead and punch Mr. Gray.
Well, did I miss?
You weren't stunned by the grenade, but you're apparently adjusting.
Well, it's your jacked up hand. Yeah.
So you just you missed.
Overcalibrated.
Well, one of them is running. One of the men is going to go, and he's going to basically attempt to arrest Mr. Gray.
I'm so confused, but I stand back.
Okay. The others are like he's arresting. He's putting cuffs on him. He's putting a black hood over his head. 2 of them are also doing it to your unconscious friends. And then the others are going to make a move to do that to Damien and Ruby.
Whoa.
I look at the guys with guns and I put my hands up.
You put your hands up. You're gonna let him cuff you and.
If there's like 3 guys with assault rifles pointed at me, yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's probably a smart move. Yeah, so they black bag you as well. What does the Slayer do?
I say run as they put the hood over me.
Oh god, would she run or would she go? That's the question.
No.
Wow! No, she would probably hands up, because if she knows where they are, she could probably break them out at least.
Okay.
That's true. At least we'll be together.
So they black bag Damien as well, and Ruby, and y'all get hustled outside. You drive for what seems like hours.
Do they also black bag Frank?
Yeah, Frankie. Yep, they got him as well. Yep, they took everybody with him. You drive long enough that you guys fall asleep and wake up. Some of you are in hospital beds. Damien, you are not. You are in a shop and somebody's repairing your hand. Ruby?
I just stare at them.
Okay. Ruby, question. What would your mom do as a profession?
Mom was a lawyer.
Okay. What about your father?
I don't know. He kind of skipped town very young.
Okay. Do you know what he looks like?
Vague memories.
Okay. So when you come to, there's a man you vaguely recognize. He's wearing a lab coat, and he's got a clipboard.
Oh no. Gotta try to sit up in the bed?
Yeah, you sit up just fine. And
Okay.
oh, good, you're awake. Can you come with me for a second?
Come with you where?
Just a walk. I just want to show you where you are at, all in good faith. We need to have a chat.
All right. This can't get any weirder than it already is.
Okay, so you start walking with him, Ruby. You walk down a hallway. He leads you through several rooms. There's one where they're doing tests on the rat. Another where they're doing the same thing to Frankie. You pass the room where they're repairing Damien. And he just...
Wait, what?
You would see Damien sitting in a chair and some guy with like a soldering iron working on his arm with the bright spark that comes off of a soldering iron.
Well, some people are into some weird shit, I guess.
And it
Just keep walking.
I know you probably don't remember me, but how's your mother doing?
She is a piece of work.
Yes, I guess now is as good as any time. I'm sorry that things didn't work out between me and her. That I had to leave.
Oh. That's just like all she's got right now is just, oh.
Okay, and you get to the end of the hall. You go through some double doors, and you're on like the second floor of a facility. You're on the catwalk. It's overhanging a huge facility. There's military personnel everywhere, there's vehicles, there's guys running around, and he looks at you, and he goes, "Well, anyways, time for all that talk later. For now, welcome to the initiative." And that's where we're gonna end. By the way, I gotta thank you guys for calling that phone number that you thought was the Watchers Council. That's how you got this ending.
I see.
It's not the bad ending.
No,
Not the bad ending.
We can always do New Game Plus.
I guess that's as good as time as any to lose the Slayer again. Yeah, no, you guys just made that call, so that's what you got. It could have been, yeah, you got the good ending. Technically, it could have been worse if you hadn't destroyed the picture. It is likely most of you would have died to Mr. Gray because he had 100 hit points, and every turn, as long as the picture was still standing, he would have regenerated 15 hit points.
Wow.
Damien just wanted to burn the whole house down with him and all the pictures in it.
Hacks. He has hacks.
Just light him on fire. Yeah. All of it.
Burn everything, yeah.
So I gotta ask, what did you guys think?
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
That was great, yeah.
That was great. Yeah.
Combat system's a little weird, but everything else works very well.
Yeah. And it's one of the systems where it's designed more for the investigative aspect, and then they went, oh wait, we've got to make sure we have some kind of combat system. How do we make a dramatic combat system? And I guess it could be worse. It could be better. So
yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of that. That was a blast.
I think if you go in ahead of time knowing, how to finagle the combat system, then when you actually get to a combat scene, it's pretty intuitive, I think.
Yeah.
You just gotta do a little prep work ahead of time. But yes, press the button is a really great way of doing all of this shit.
Oh yeah, having sheets.
I
of
love
macros.
this. Press a button and the computer does the rest thing. I'm not good at counting up dice. That's my big problem.
Yeah. I know I talked a little bit to you guys about it, but what did you think about using all the literary monsters for this?
I liked it.
Yeah, that was good. No, it was fun. I like all the Easter eggs and whatnot.
Me too.
Yeah, the only one, Lorette, was one that it's a little more obscure than the others, but literally was one of the easiest to put into this because literally all I had to do was have her father be a botanist, and the book that the character ideas from is her father was a mad botanist who had her clip her poisonous plants for him until she became immune, but then developed a deadly kiss. That's literally it. That's what her character is.
What book is that?
It's, I can never say it right. It's Nathaniel Hawthorne. It's
right.
Rappaccini's
it's Rappaccini's daughter.
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. That's great. I was like poison ivy.
Look,
Yeah,
man,
it's very, very close.
I read the Scarlet Letter and I said that's enough.
But yeah, I thought it was great. I liked the interactions. Being a teenager again is terrifying and horrible.
Playing a teenager in an RPG can be fun though, because you get to just make bad decisions on purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
And if somebody's like, "Wait, why did you do that?" Teenager.
Yep.
That's like
I was an idiot as a
90%.
teenager. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 90% of Ruby's social interaction.
Oh man. But I'm glad we got Damon's secret finally out.
Yeah, it was
slow burn. I'm glad on that.
Yeah.
I'm
But
a
a
rogue.
good climactic point, though. Not bad.
Yeah.
All
Man,
right.
Everybody
B,
got a
B
chance to
really
shine.
stepped up.
Good stuff.
Yeah, B got a real chance to shine in that last fight, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I do like how they did magic in this, I have to say.
That did work. But yeah.
All right. So, do you want to make your? I'm assuming you want to make your announcement then.
Yes, I'm going to be running in this time slot, starting at between 8:30, so between 8:15 and 8:30. So 8:30, we're going to start a game of Leverage with most of these people as the crew, and we're going to do some crime to make things right. The first and next week we will start with the Deep Valley job.
Okay. Is that one gonna be? Is that basically gonna be our recruitment job then?
Yeah, it's gonna be somewhat recruitment job. I think unless you guys really just put your characters together. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on doing a recruitment job because you guys seem to be able to just put them together pretty simply.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because I was reading the book. So.
Yeah.
I also was reading the book, but I did not get to the character creation section. So.
Don't worry about it. We'll you know what? Then we will definitely do the recruitment job next time. And
yeah, because the recruitment job's part build your character. So
yeah, so basically you choose a couple of things, and then during the recruitment job you get to fill in other things.
I'd like to do the whole, just run through the whole thing. That might be fun.
Yeah. That'll be good.
I'll read through the book and so I know what the hell I'm supposed to be looking at. But
so basically, it's all about the plot points. You want to get as many plot points for rolling ones as you can, which are bad. But you can use plot points to do awesome stuff.
like flashbacks.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so that'll be next week, starting at 8:30.
All right. Anybody else have any other shout outs they want to make real quick?
Check out llamasandlattes.com. That's my wife's yarn website and knitting patterns, and she does great work.
Nice.
Anyone else got anything they need to plug?
I do not.
I am Michi at Michisaurus on Twitter. I'm here Wednesday nights. I'm also here every second and fourth Thursday for Pokemon.
Nothing particularly for me to plug, it's just the usual. But I have to say, thank you so much for running the game. I've had a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you very
thanks for
much.
running the game. You did a great job.
You
Fantastic.
are absolutely welcome. All right, so I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. I hear a lot. Wednesdays. I won't, for the first time in like 4 months, I won't be running the Wednesday game, but I will still be here. Thursdays I play Shadowrun New Atlantis and in the Pokemon game as well. There's a couple things coming up. I've got to confirm a couple things, but I do know that November 20th I'll be joining Unmade Gaming to play some D&D for Extra Life. And November 4th for a little 5-hour game at 12 a.m. Central Time. Be playing some Savage World Rune Punks. I'll be running that for
That'll be fun.
cancer awareness, so that'll be great. And other than that, if you go to Nerdy Teddy Bear or Nerdy Teddy on Twitter, you can follow me to keep up on stuff as I confirm some more dates for one shots and stuff, because I've been putting that together, trying to anyways, and probably burning the candle at both ends, but I'm having fun doing it. So we're gonna raid the Merry Mercenaries.
Okay. But thanks for watching, everybody.
And then I typed that wrong. If only I could spell, this would be so much easier. Okay, there we go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.